Oh, hello, this is Tak Chong from Walk with Tak. Welcome to my YouTube channel. If you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, and share. I cook every night, and cooking is truly my daily routine. I really don't think about it that much. I just walk into the kitchen and cook. But this is by far repetitious because I can cook for probably an entire year without ever repeating a dish. And it's not because I know a lot of recipes, but I can cook many different dishes because I know a certain number of templates. And with about maybe 15 templates, I can create a lot of variations. For example, each template will allow me to create maybe 15 different dishes. And when I combine the templates together, I have almost infinite number of dishes that I can cook. I use my fast cooking system to make all this possible. Now, in addition to template-based cooking, my fast cooking system also contains the components that is flavor chasing, advanced prepping, and stir frying. And the primary reason that I can make home cooking as part of my daily routine is because the system that I have. The main ingredient of this system is advanced prepping. Advanced prepping is the driving force of the cooking system. Without advanced prepping, it would be like an engine run out of fuel and it would come to a dead stop. And the reason that advanced prepping is so important because advanced prepping divide the cooking into two distinct parts, and that is prepping and cooking. Now, usually when you combine prepping and cooking together, first of all, it is time consuming, particularly when you deal with stir frying, where prepping is crucial because you need to cut up the ingredients to the size that is suitable for stir frying, and that could be taking a lot of time. And when you combine them together, usually it will take you hour or hour and a half or maybe up to 2 hours to prepare a meal. However, by separating them, stir frying is fast and rapid. It allows you to cook a meal in less than 30 minutes all the way from scratch using fresh ingredients. Without any questions, advanced prepping provides the most significant benefit in my cooking system. But at the same time, advanced prepping offers the greatest obstacles in adopting my fast cooking system. Because most people do not like advanced prepping, and I can understand that reason completely. Because prepping appears to be a labor that brings no result until you start to cook. However, it is important to recognize that through advanced prepping, you are able to actually walk into the kitchen and start to cook immediately without have to worry about the prepping process. And this separation between prepping and cooking turned out to be critical to make home cooking that is efficient, as well as practical, but furthermore, it also makes home cooking creative and fun. Without any questions, having a sharp knife is absolutely essential to make prepping fun, as well as efficient. When a knife can slice through a piece of paper like this, you know that you have a sharp knife. A sharp knife is critical because when you want to cut up some items, such as cutting up these tomatoes, it is a great pleasure if you can slice the tomato freely, just like you cut through butter. But when you do not have a knife that with this kind of sharpness, you will find it frustrating, and the end result is that prepping becomes a burden rather than something that you would prefer to do. So when would you know that you have a dull knife? When your knife cannot slide through a piece of paper like demonstrated here, that you know you need to get a sharper knife. A dull knife is a terrible frustration in prepping, whereas a sharp knife provides pleasure as well as a sense of accomplishment when you're able to slice through your food ingredients freely without any hesitation. Here's a sharp knife. Demonstrate how much you can do with a sharp knife. You can slice your food ingredients in thin pieces as you would like, as well as you can chop them up with the type of efficiency that only a sharp knife can provide to you. Over the years, I have used many different kinds of knife. I have used knife that is expensive, knife that is relatively cheap, and I find that with knife, you often pay for what you get. The expensive steel knife will stay sharp for a long time, whereas an inexpensive steel knife allows sharpening on a regular basis. However, sharpening a knife is a lot of work, and it is also a fine art. For those of you who do not have experience in sharpening a knife, it could be a frustrating experience. In fact, your sharpening effort could make a knife even more dull. Here, I would like to introduce to you the kind of knife that I use every day. It's because it is sharp enough to do most of the job. But importantly is that this kind of knife stays sharp for a long time. This type of knife is made out of a material known as zirconium dioxide. Zirconium dioxide is a white crystalline oxide of the element zirconium. It comes in this white powder form, but it has a lot of flexibility in forming different type of structure. In some way, it behaves very much like ceramic. And this is the reason that zirconium oxide knife is referred to as ceramic knife. A zirconium dioxide knife stays sharper at least 5 times or 8 times longer than steel. The durability of zirconium dioxide knife is due to their hardness. They are much harder than steel. In fact, they are probably twice as hard as steel. So the end result is that they do not wear as quickly as steel. For example, if I take even the best steel knife and use it to slice 10 pounds of chicken, it will start to get dull at the end. However, if I use a zirconium dioxide knife, I can slice 100 pounds of chicken before it starts to get dull. For example, I have a zirconium knife that I have used for over 2 years, and it still remains sharp. If this is a steel knife, it would have gone dull long time ago, and I need to resharpen it. Because of this reason, you don't need to have to worry about sharpen your knife, and that's a great advantage for home kitchen. All zirconium knives start out as a white colored knife because the zirconium dioxide is white in color. However, now it is available for you to get zirconium dioxide knife in different color, such as the silver color in this case. For my friend Jake, the zirconium dioxide knife is a game changer for him because he does not know or prefer to have sharpened his knife on a regular basis. Now with the zirconium dioxide knife, he does not have to worry about it at all. He used a ceramic vegetable knife which has a larger blade, and I have one too, and I prefer this larger blade much better than the smaller blade one, because I can use the knife as a way for transfer food ingredients after I cut them. Another wonderful feature about ceramic knife is they are relatively inexpensive, so you can always have one and replace it when it gets dull several years later. In addition to the ceramic knife, I always have a steel knife because ceramic knife is not good for chopping due to the fact that they tend to be brittle and likely to chip. So a steel knife is good to have for you to use for that specific purpose. I post a video each day to help you to make home cooking as part of your daily routine. If you'd like to learn more about my fast cooking system, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. So keep on cooking. I will see you tomorrow.